Joy is such an important concept and emotion, and that's really where I drew the name from. Throughout times in my life, joy has really felt elusive and hard to hold on to, but it's something that we really can experience no matter the circumstances in life. No matter how difficult or how hard life is, it's through thankfulness and really connecting with how we've moved through a process that solidifies the fact that we can experience joy. And that really is our goal here. We really want people to experience the optimal level of joy that they can possibly, no matter what their circumstances. Unfortunately, within counseling and therapy, there's this stigma that it's only for broken people. That if there's something truly wrong with you, then you go to counseling and therapy. And I just don't think that that is true. They say that an ounce of prevention is truly worth a pound in crisis work. So if people can start to do some of this work on the front end, that really transforms and sets up their life. And instead of being a place that focuses on what we call pathology or what's wrong with somebody, we really specifically choose to focus on health and how can we help people develop and move forward and grow. That maybe someone is stuck, but that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them. It's more that they just need some help and nurturing to grow forward. Collaboration and connection are the backbone of everything we do. We know stuff as therapists and in some ways are experts in counseling and psychology, but we firmly believe that you are the expert on your own life, and it is us that gets to join together and collaborate with you. The longer I'm a therapist, there are two things that I believe to be absolutely true. The first one is that people absolutely make sense. That what people do, the thoughts that they have, and by golly, these feelings that come up, they are not random and they're there for a reason. And the more that we explore someone's life together, the more we realize that this is not random circumstances, but life has usually taught someone a way to be and has really helped them get through life up until this point. The second thing is that the mind and the body are far more connected than we ever thought possible. That what we feel in our body sensation-wise and those how they're connected with emotions, that the more we tune into the wisdom of our bodies, the more it can really show us a clear sign forward. So if we combine those two different things, that people truly make sense and our mind and our body are far more connected, then we can really get somewhere off those two things and start making sense of anybody's life. You know, it's really common in counseling and psychology that they hold to the model of biopsychosocial, which means that we are physical beings, we're also psychological, so mental and emotional, but then we're also relational. And that all these components together build up into a whole person and a sense of health. And we very much hold to a holistic mindset here at Optimum Joy, but even expand and add a component of wholeness. So we would consider the work that we do with people to be biopsychosocial and then spiritual. That people, as they're working through whatever circumstances in life, are truly looking to create some meaning and purpose. And actually that is so powerful in the healing process, that making meaning out of your circumstances and finding a hold point for hope, that is truly important and really sometimes vital to people's healing journey. You know, so often people don't have a clear way forward or feel really confused or stuck, and they sometimes have to lean on somebody else's strong voice and sense of firmness, that they're standing really solidly on their feet. Sometimes we need to borrow somebody else's hope before we can really hold our own. But it is all of the therapist's hope and really desire to see an individual standing strongly on their own 2 feet and leaving here with a strong internal voice that's their own, that will lead and guide them for the rest of their lives. We know that it is hard for people to reach out in a time of need and ask for help. I think asking for help is one of the hardest things we ever do in our lives. The whole process, we really desire to be a soft place to land in a time that might be really hard. Ultimately, the goal is that people won't stay, that they will move on with their lives, but for the time that they're here, we really hope to be something that can wrap tight and support them, giving them whatever they need to move on in life.